What's happening? We're back to the regular schedule of lore. Thanks for the support on all the videos last week. Probably my most successful week on the channel. Good views throughout, likes throughout, nice comments. So thank you very much. We tried something new yesterday. Just something I did at the weekend. Filmed bits and bobs. Weren't my best video by any means, but no, that's what you got to do in life. Try something new, throw it out there, see what happens, and see if it's something that I enjoyed doing, and I might do it again. Who knows? Back to regular lore today, and today I'm going to discuss how the pursuit of tomorrow steals the joy of today. And there's so many questions we ask ourselves in reference to this, where a lot of the time we're wasting the days that in our head don't matter, when every day matters. Every day we can make progress, and every day we can reflect and understand something within ourselves which goes, I'm happy I thought about that today and didn't wait for tomorrow. The biggest question we ask ourselves is, or should ask ourselves is, why are we waiting for tomorrow? When we do this, we're postponing the joy of the current day, the peace that we might have, but we might not know it, the clarity that we found in the day, a day of maybe we're just relaxing, but we found the peace and clarity in that day that we weren't maybe looking for. And sometimes we sort of treat days like a rehearsal day where it's practice for the big event, the big day, the pursuit of tomorrow, where tomorrow's the day that we want stuff to happen, and today we're sort of just like, we're not worrying about it, and we're not putting the work in early because we don't think we have to. When we're rehearsing life, we're not living it. We're not living the days that in our head don't matter. But it's what you make of the days that you believe don't matter that make them just as good, if not better than the days that you're waiting for. Sometimes as well, what you're waiting for might already be with you and sort of quietly unfolding in the background whilst your day of the norm is going on. On the other side of it, there's a dark side of this question where it's like, there is a threat of no tomorrow, and it's something you don't really want to think about. You don't want to think about not existing, especially me. It's one of my biggest fears. That's why I try and just live every day to the highest level of enjoyment, because it's one of my biggest fears, not existing. And it might be the same for a lot of people as well. We're never guaranteed tomorrow. And the thing with this is that we live so that nothing is sort of left unsaid to ourselves, to others. And we need to sort of be more out there with our feelings towards others, with how we communicate, because you never know when that could be your last interaction with that person. And there is that threat of never seeing them again. And even the threat of no tomorrow, it's not even the threat of not existing. It's the threat of not getting that interaction with that person again. So this could be, instead of you losing yourself, it could be you losing someone in your life that was so important, and you never had that opportunity to say what you wanted to say to them. There's also potentially quiet in the joy of today. And sometimes the joy is in the silence. And that could be with yourself, on your own. Like I said, one of my favourite times to reflect is when I'm in bed, or on a Sunday night, because the big worries for everyone is their Monday morning. So spending that time on Sunday, that's the best opportunity to go, what am I going to do this week to make it better than the last? Peace is found in the silence, our thoughts, and even just the thought of just being alone. It's one of my favourite things to do. Some days I will literally talk to only myself, which some would say could be quite sad, but when you learn to be able to talk to yourself, it's a skill, and it just allows you to sort of carry yourself better when you do enter the scenarios when you're in conversation with others. We can't overlook the sort of sacred part of the simple bits in our life. Like I said, bits where you're just sat on your own, in your own thoughts. These are so important because it allows the time to reflect. We also, though, we don't want to miss out on life, on the living, chasing the ideal day, the ideal life. One of my biggest things that seems to keep coming true, which sort of sparked this idea today, is a lot of the time, the thought of something is often better than what actually happens. And this could be so back in the day, let's just give an example. Back in the day, I was at uni. And on Saturday, we're going to have a big uni night out. And today's Monday. So I've now got 5 days. And I'm really excited for this Saturday night out. It gets to Saturday, and I get in a terrible state. And I'm sick everywhere. And whilst I thought I was just going to have a little drink, good time, I've ended up in a horrible way. And the thought of having a great time at the club was the initial thought. But what actually unfolded wasn't as fun as the thought. We also obsess over the perfect way of life, and it blinds us in the present. Like I said, I was excited for the Saturday event, and it was Monday. So why was I not thinking about the next 5 days before? I could have done so much more in my life in them 5 days than just on that Saturday alone. So why was I not thinking about it? Life happens in reality and not in our imagination. When we're thinking about this future, we're imagining what it's going to be like, and we're always imagining it to the highest level of what we hope it's going to be rather than what it probably will end up being. There's also the theory of presence over pressure, and you can grow as a person without rushing, and you can dream without this disconnection between yourself, your thoughts, your time. And some people will see this current moment as a stepping stone for their life, where they will always find joy in somewhere else other than today. But sometimes it's not about that. Sometimes the current moment can also just be the final destination. Or not even the final destination, just the destination for the day. Where today, have I got to where I want to get to? Yes or no? And if it is no, what did I not do today to let me get there? Presence is powerful. And the thing with this is that today is the way that you pull the attention to today. Putting that work in gives you that full attention for that day, and you don't worry about the rest of the week or the big moment that's coming up. And it also puts a lot of pressure off it. When you're just presently living, that pressure that you're putting on the rest of the week, every next day, it's gone because you're not thinking about it until maybe the day before, maybe just the day of. And I also think it keeps the excitement level higher. We have to tell ourselves, today is enough. Fulfillment isn't what we're sort of looking for in the future. It's hidden in the in-betweens of today. The ordinary day that we live could be the day that sparks change in our life. Like I said, when I started gym in November, it was just a random Sunday, and I went, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Out of nowhere, it's just like, I started the day like a normal person. I wasn't thinking of gym. It just got to the night in bed, I was reflecting, I was gone, I'm just going to get a membership. Why not? Just did it. And since then, my life's changed. You have to choose to see it. And then when you do this, you choose to live it. Every one day, every regular, ordinary day begins with just today. The future that we're dreaming of is only built on our present actions. And today isn't getting in the way of our goals. It's putting us on the path to achieve them. To get to where we want to be, we have to live every day. We have to live these days, days that are ordinary, days that we don't feel we're making progress, but quietly in the background, we are. And we have to honour these small steps, this quiet work, this invisible progress that we're maybe not seeing until eventually it all builds up. And then you see it. You see it at the end of the tunnel and you go, this was actually worth working for today, rather than having a pursuit of tomorrow. And I think the world rushes to these things, to the progress. But our spirit slows us down. And our spirit doesn't work to a deadline. You've got to sometimes give yourself permission to sort of chill and take the pace off your life and the meaning of urgency, to have more joy in these moments of, I'm not working now, so maybe I can relax and work on myself and work on my communication and my health. And being present in your own life and people's life, it feeds the soul. Whilst pressure, hitting deadlines, having to live by urgency, it only feeds our performance goals. So maybe we've just got to look at today rather than the continual pursuit of tomorrow, of the next day, of the big event, because that's how we'll get full fulfillment of our lives.